Recently there's been a lot of conversation about the possible overheating problems found with the new Sony A9, and I personally have shot with this camera outside quite a bit in bright sunlight and heat, but just to try and put all concerns either to rest or to vindicate them, I've decided to leave this camera out in the hot sun here in San Diego for about 30 minutes to see if I can get this body nice and toasty, and then I'm just going to fire off the entire memory card's worth of images as fast as I can to really see if I can get this thing cranking. I have installed the new firmware on this that Sony released last week, which, as far as I understand it, just makes it so it doesn't warn about the heat problems as soon. But it should not have any bearing on whether or not it actually can overheat. So with that in mind, let's leave this out in the sun for a bit. The camera, like the metal parts are hot. The metal parts are hot, but the body itself does not feel warm really at all. I mean, other than from the sun, but I don't feel like the excess heat that I would get from like the A7R2. But I'll keep going. It's only got about 100 shots left on this card, so I'm gonna wait for that buffer to clear, shoot the remaining 100 shots, and then swap the cards. Maybe fill another one. So I just checked to go clear that card. It wrote 4,400 files to that 128 gigabyte SD card. So it took over 2,000 photos and has not overheated. And I'm still at 83% power. That's very impressive. I don't really know what else to say. I mean, I think it's clearly not overheating right now. I just took over 2,000 photos in the sun, baking it. And those 2,000 photos were taken in like less than 20 minutes. So this camera can clearly churn. I'm much less worried about it overheating now than I was when I first saw that video. So we'll fill this card, keep doing this, and see if I can make it overheat. We'll see. Okay, well, a cloud came over, so I figure, I can fire off the remaining 400-ish photos left on this card. I'm down to 357 now left, but I think that pretty much proves, like, in general shooting conditions in the sun, this is not overheating. I mean, not anymore, or if it ever did. I have no warning on the screen that it's hot. Now, to the touch, it's a bit warm where the card is, but the actual area of the battery and the body doesn't feel that warm at all. So I'm pretty confident saying that there isn't really an overheating issue, but to really make sure, I'm going to try and really warm the camera up and to make it maybe hotter than normal, maybe an extreme condition, to see if I can get it to overheat. But I just want to point out, I've shot well over 4,000 photos, well over 8,000 files to 2 cards, and it is still, you can hear, wait, hold on, I gotta clear the buffer. You can hear it's still firing. It has no warning on the camera, operates just fine. I'm pretty impressed. Oh, and what's even more impressive, I still have 70% power on this. 70% power. That's insane. That's really, really good for, what, 8,000 files? No complaints so far. I think I'm willing to leave this test, let's say complete. So let's move on to the next one. Alright, so I've left it in the car. We're waiting for it to heat up a little bit. And then we're gonna see if I can make that thing overheat. It's very warm out, and it's in direct sunlight on a black surface, so we'll see. Okay, so it's been about, I'd say, 30-35 minutes since I put this in here and drove around a little bit with it in the back, sitting in the sun. So let's take it out, put a lens on it, and see how it shoots. It is physically hot. Like it's definitely warm. I think if this was an older, oh, it's definitely warm. That's very warm. Still shoots just fine. No overheating yet. Weirdly, since it's been in my hand and I was shooting back there for a bit, it's actually soft in my hand. I mean, it is a little breezy out, but that shouldn't make a huge difference. But the camera feels cooler. It's not hotter, which is good. It's good. Well, I have tried now 2 separate ways to try and make this thing overheat. I left it out here yesterday and baked it in the sun, and then shot 4,000 shots with it. And then I took it out today and I left it sitting in the window of my car on a black surface and baked it for about 30-35 minutes in one area. I actually left it in another area for an hour sitting in the car, and it did not overheat. I just shot a bunch with it some more. I have put, since taking it out of my car, I put 400 photos on it, just shooting around the area. And as I was shooting, I felt it actually get physically cooler in my hand rather than heating up. And to be honest, I did not think it would be this hard to overheat this camera. I thought I was going to be able to do it by putting it in some ridiculous environment, because the A7 series was very easy to overheat. It would have easily overheated in this same situation. This is not doing it. I have not even seen the warning come up. Bearing in mind this is after the firmware update, so that warning, I assume the way it's working is that warning is now going to only occur when this thing is about to shut down. So we didn't come anywhere near to shutting it down then. I'm pretty impressed. I don't think that it's going to overheat for many of you at all. I mean, there's probably some situations where it will still struggle, maybe in the desert, maybe near the surface of the sun. I don't know. I'm out here, I'm sweating sitting here recording this video, and this camera feels fine. Keeps shooting normally. I don't think there's going to be an overheating issue. I really, again, thought I could overheat it. Guess I couldn't. To learn more about the Sony A9, keep it locked to imagingresource.com.